up? This is Cormega. I'm chilling at my baby shower. You know what I'm saying? People drinking, eating. They're playing the game right now. We watching football. We at the bar. We in here having a good time. It's all love.
Alright, Big Baby's playing. Alright. Hey, you can't play. You already won something, lady. I'm just joking. Alright.
Yo.
You ready?
Hold on.
What?
I don't want no invisible bins.
I know, you already got one. Alright, what? You can't play the drink, man. This ain't no rehab game.
I've been doing this, man. I got this.
Alright, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
No, let's finish.
Let me find you playing into the house. Oh no, I ain't counting yet, man. What you doing, man? I'm the man. Hey, guys, everybody's still cool. Everybody's still cool. Are y'all ready? 1, 2, 3.
Put your hands up.
Look like Barney got shot. I love you, fellas. I love you, Pat. Drink on me.
I got my own.
Okay. Let's get poppin'.
That's what's up, hard to the core, you know. Just like you, last child, a mother named Dorothy. Corey to the end.
How you doing, my people?
Appreciate your little one, you heard?
Congratulations, many more, Mega and fam, you know, big rapper on speaking from the hood. I love you, deaf nigga, keep it going. One love. It's Uncle Doggy, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations. See you in the co-op, you know what I mean? Peace, Mega.
My nigga Snoop from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Don't play no games. MG. This is Jacob.
Come here, my kid. Turn the music down. Come here, turn the roof. Turn the music down.
We got a convention going on.
This is the coolest white guy in America. He's gonna sing the national anthem for y'all.
What up, Megan? What's poppin'? How you? Congratulations on your new one. Brought up in the world. One, yo. Stay up.
What up, J Love, representing for my man Cormega. Congratulations to you and Kia and your newborn, babe.
Nigga.
What? Mega brought this style to the hood, man. He brought that flashy style to the hood. He was always that flamboyant to yourself cat.
And I was, you know, I was something different. Like the way I dressed was different from a lot of dudes, especially in my age realm. So I was on some fly shit.
First rapper I seen with a condo. Word up. Other niggas I knew that was rapping just was fucking drinking 40s and smoking blunts. First rapper I seen with a condo in the car, you know what I'm saying? No notes and none of that shit. Just let niggas hold that shit. They used to scratch the shit and all that shit. They didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And you never catch that nigga nothing less than guess. You know he stay fresh to death. Polo, he gets in his necklace. You check the rest.
I seen this nigga Mega with like different polo shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, damn, what the fuck is that nigga? Like only nigga and something's coming through with like mad shit. So I was like, damn. I was like, yo, son, where you get that check?
The nigga stayed dip. You know what I'm saying? Nigga's a ladies' man.
Mega's always be insecure about his clothes, man. What should I wear? Nah, this don't look right. This don't look right. This don't look right. This don't look right. That was Mega, man. That's Mega, man. It's like he never changed, man. Even from when we was living over here, Mega had crates of pants. crates of pants. When I started hanging out in Queensbridge, so I had mad clothes. Meg was always dressing.
Yo, we about to go into Mitchell and Ness. This is where you get the ill jerseys at. Everybody rock the throwbacks. This is the actual store. A lot of people don't know about this store. They just buy their jerseys from wherever, so this is what's up. Like, this is Pete Capolino, man. He is the mind behind Mitchell and Ness. Like, you might go to the stores around your way and get a Mitchell and Ness. We're in the actual Mitchell and Ness store. And this is the guy who's responsible for all those throwbacks you got in your closet and on your back right now.
First, I got to say that Cormega was the first hip-hop artist that I ever met. He discovered me in Las Vegas in 1999. He was a quiet, nice young man who walked into my booth and started looking at all the basketball stuff. And as soon as he asked me for a Bernard King old-school basketball jersey, I knew that he knew his stuff. So he right away hit it off with me. One thing that Cormega has in the first item was my 1966-67 Sixers half-zip warm-up. Very, very cool piece. I love seeing him in it. In fact, I still have photographs of that day when he came by the booth and got that. But that was the beginning of something that I had no idea about, and it was the powerful world of hip-hop music and rap music. And it has completely changed my life. I could say that this young man played a role in putting Mitchell and Ness on the map and making me a person that got to know many, many entertainers that I would have never crossed their paths if it hadn't all started with Cormega. We're in the Mitchell and Ness store right now. Cormega comes down every once in a while. I see him maybe every 3-4 months when he's not on the road entertaining or traveling to Europe, and I make sure that no matter who is on my A list, whether it's Sean Combs or Jay-Z, or whether it's Ja Rule, or it's the Outkast guys or Jermaine Dupri, I put Cormega at the top of the list. He was the guy that got me started, and he stays there. So he's got some cool things that he gets first before even some of the other guys in the entertainment world that we sell to and that we provide things for in the world of old-time sports. People are always saying to me, and vintage things of teams that I really love, and we're going to begin with the Sixers. This is a great, great old Sixers snap front warm-up. It's actually a 1975. It has Independence Hall on the front. It's got the Liberty Bell on the back. And this is the warm-up that Julius Erving wore when he signed his $6 million contract for the Philadelphia 76ers. And also, I'll tell you something about that $6 million contract. When Erving signed it, and he then took the number 6, it was to honor Bill Russell of the Boston Celtics. And a lot of things go on here that, like, the old white folks in Philly don't understand. Allen Iverson was wearing a Bill Russell number 6 to honor Bill Russell at a press conference after a game. And the Philadelphia media got on him, and they didn't understand that the players were not saying they support the Boston Celtics of today. What they're saying is they're honoring the historic players of yesteryear. So Allen Iverson, in a sense, was wearing the number 6 that Julius Erving chose to also honor Bill Russell. And the media didn't get it at all in Philly. And, of course, as usual, they crucified Iverson for something they didn't understand at all. Okay. Since we're on the subject, and I don't want to call the Celtics cheap, but this is Larry Bird's warm-up, and this is exactly what he wore. He even wore this green one when he won the 1988 three-point shooting contest where he called the shot before it went in. But we reproduced these just as Bird or any other Celtics would have worn them. But the Boston Celtics were so cheap that if you got traded, all they had to do was rip your name off, and instead of getting a new warm-up, just apply another name. So we make it just the way Larry Bird would have been issued his warm-up, or Dennis Johnson, or the Chief, or McHale or anybody else, and these are very cool old school warm-ups of the Boston Celtics. A lot of guys come in and they want to collect the whole history of a famous player or a player that they loved. Hank Aaron is one of the guys who lasted from 1954 till 1976. And in those years, he wore quite a few different uniforms. The first one I'm going to show you is his wool flannel 1957 Milwaukee Braves. Now, in 1957, Milwaukee went to what they call the Screaming Warrior instead of the Indian headdress, which was a full Indian chieftain headdress. This is all felt lettering that is hand done with Hank's famous number 44. One of the things about the Braves is they never wore their names on the back of their jerseys, even into the modern era, similar to the Yankees. So, of course, in 1957, Hank didn't have his name on the back. Now, Hank won the World Series in 1957 with the Braves, but the most significant thing in history that Hank ever did was in 1974 when he broke Babe Ruth's all-time home run record. It was a great feat for Hank Aaron. I think it was a great feat for Black America. Poor Hank Aaron got so much hate mail that he had to keep it in his attic in U.S. postal mail bags. So Hank had to endure some very difficult times breaking that cherished Babe Ruth record. This is the jersey that he did it in, with his number 44 on the back. There is where we do the research and development and where we have new pieces of history that we haven't shown the general public or we haven't really even put into production yet. This young man's name is Corey. His entertaining name is Cormega. He's the very first hip-hop artist that I ever met and the very first person to ever discover us at a trade show in Las Vegas.
Magic.
In Las Vegas in like 1999. So he's one of the young men that has made it possible for us to be where we are. I just thought you should all say hello to him. He's doing a little documentary, and he's giving me a lot more time than I deserve. This is Jimmy Brown's 1964 Cleveland Browns jersey. It's by far the number one selling football jersey in our company in both the white version and the brown version.
Wow.
And I'll tell you a little story. Jimmy Brown wouldn't sign on with me. For the football players, I have to get a signature. So I called a friend of mine, is Spike Lee, the movie director, and I asked Spike, how shall I handle Jimmy Brown? And Spike said, all you can do, Peter, is be honest with him and hope for the best. So I said, okay. So I called Jimmy Brown on the phone, and he turned me down time and time again. I finally called him on the phone, and I said one day, Mr. Brown, I said, I can't do an old school throwback football collection without you. I said, I gotta have you. And he didn't say anything. And then I said, look, you know and I know you're the Babe Ruth of football, and without you there's no collection. And he said, well, since you put it that way, I'll sign. So I had Jimmy Brown signed on as one of our guys, and I'm sure he's happy with how we've represented him.
That's beautiful.
All right.
So it's like to call my man Bernard King.
I want to thank Cormega for coming to my business and giving me an opportunity to talk about it a little bit. I want to thank him again for being a friend, for coming around a lot. It's been a lot of fun, and I wish you luck in the future.
All right, thanks a lot.
What up, world? Name Big Rube, Director of Marketing, Metro Ness. One love, Cormega, good looking.
I say different because he stayed in the street.
Son is still in the hood, you know what I mean?
And that's a big plus. You gotta keep your ears to the streets.
Sometimes I see his little car, his Hummer. I'll be like, yo, Mega. And they'll be like, he's not in the car. So somebody else driving it. He's over there, but he's always around though. He's always out there.
Like certain artists will scream out QB, QB, but they don't even be in QB, or they don't give nothing back to the community, or they have no intentions of giving back to. I'm not trying to single out any one artist, too. I'm talking about in general. Like, you could come to Queensbridge on any given day. Like right now, we're in the projects right now, as I'm talking to you. It was 2003. I don't live in the projects, but I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? When I come through the project, I don't tuck my jewels, you know what I'm saying? Or you won't see me in the video looking one kind of way, and then you see me in the streets looking another kind of way. I don't come through the projects with no security guards following me and none of that crazy shit. Come and get a cut.
What clip point, bought it? Get over that little shit. You gonna get over that little shit. Huh?
My joint. Just want to talk about some of your meal
What's up, baby?
Get me in there, man. Get me in there.
What happened?
Shaking his hand, man.
What'd you? Who?
This is the man. This is the man. That's why he cut my hair.
Talk to me about that. That hurt, man. You boys ain't play with no heart, man. Bet you my man Tiki Barber was in there with him one.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Man, it hurt.
Word.
What up, baby? What's going on, bro?
What up?
Same deal, man. Looking like Grizzly Adams.
Yeah, I can't get that straightened out. I want it. I'm on some grizzly shit right now.
What's up, homie? What you been up to, man?
Ain't nothing, man. I bought them albums, though. That's what I've been up to.
Alright, that's what's up. Alright. Oh, what?
Jacob.
Jacob the jeweler?
Yeah.
You gotta see the shit Kimbo, man. It's like a what's
Word?
Nigga went back in there flipping. Look, I've been coming to you all this time. This guy in the third, and you try to do me like this. Pissed off, son. I mean, he said you corrected, you know what I'm saying, what he did. But it's the fact that he tried to get over on him that he ain't appreciate, you know what I mean? And the thing was, when he got it, he went somewhere else. Took it to somebody else that had it appraised. Made sure, you know what I mean? And that's when he found out. Duke hit him with the fugazi. Right back to him.
And the first I heard, Caesar.
They're trying to get Caesar to start up that Max Out Murder Mafia.
My man Boz, when Def Jam had me on the show.
Nah, he was getting love. Mega was getting love. Nah, but the fans were stepping up for Mega, speaking up on Mega's behalf. You know what I mean? No doubt. No doubt. The man right
Once you get past that,
Hey, Spratt. All right.
Nah, hell no. We're on Myrtle Ave. I used to live right there on top of the pizza store right there. Get that shit right there. You see that?
Alright, what's the deal? Old Skino, Old Dog, reppin' that motherfucking Brooklyn Red Hook, Fort Green Cartel. QB to the fucking death, holla at my nigga Mega. Nah, man, I've been looking for my nigga for a minute. Nah, man, I don't know what happened. Shit up, nigga. Fly. Fly don't know a nigga no more. What up, baby? You don't know me no more, man.
I ain't got your...
I chill in the new NY or y'all bouncing? Straight. All the time.
The bridge. Let me get some eggs. Scrambled.
Okay. You want cheese and anything?
A little cheese, yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Huh? Huh? Nah, we about to eat. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, come out.
On 10 in the easy, motherfuckers cracking, man. So you got the Hummer spizzled up and all that. Got the waves cut. It's my done. Yo, what's up with this dude filming and all that?
That's your boy, that's your dude.
Jesus, son. Hands, what up, man? Look like you just had a big fight or something. What's going on?
Niggas gonna fuck you up.
What's up, son?
Down. That's my man Martin on the Spizzle. You ain't been in the hood in a minute, Daddy.
I know, I was in the hood.
Oh, son.
Yo, Duke, this is why we got no security, because this is why there's no security when we roll, man. No security.
Oh, Big CB, baby.
And you can find me around the block sleeping in the summertime with my jewels on.
Oh, you filming Mega Duke? Oh!
No, we do, Daddy.
This is the 4th grade. We keep it ghetto down here, homeboy. For real, boy.
For real, boy.
It's all a peak.
Yeah. Good, son.
It's gonna be on the video.
Just now?
Only those ones right now?
Let me get 2 of these.
Action is crazy.
Huh? Oh, in the store.
Yo, holla at my boy, man. It's Uncle G right here.
No doubt, no doubt.
Man. 4 Green in the house. Dude. Holla.
No doubt.
Street. Last of old school,
Last of the old school, baby. Big G.
That's it. That's it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We done been in the bid together. We done did a bid together and everything, man. It's my homie. You know what I mean? G, say what's up to the people, man.
Hey, what's going on, baby? You know, just grinding, you know, trying to make shit happen. You know? Doing that damn thing, you know? That's about it, you know.
You be around for a minute. People's gonna make it happen. We got to get rich, baby. Straight up.
Holla. Yeah, this the only bootleg we fuck with in Brooklyn, man. Is our man G. You know what I mean?
Alright. No doubt. Trying to get my grind on, you know. Trying to make it happen, you know. Bootleg king in the house.
Music man of the hood.
Me off, baby.
Yo, we still in the hood, man. You see that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got the grind. We grinding it just how it's supposed to be grind out.
Get our
you know?
sign right there, man.
Oh, I got it all.
Let niggas know.
Yo,
we don't fuck with this dude
that
right
nigga
here.
away.
Stop fucking with my man, son.
Niggas a lame, son.
Fucking lame.
Ready, right? Yeah, what's that?
They don't play that make you look shit, bitch.
All right, son.
He has a lot of book smart and street smart.
Like streets is one thing, and academic knowledge, such as school and et cetera, is another thing. Like the streets taught me how to honor the rules, like no snitching, like, you know what I'm saying, be a man, eye for eye, like loyalty. The streets also taught me that everybody ain't loyal. The streets taught me how to make my rhymes deeper or more depictive. The streets taught me like the fast life ain't consistent or it don't last forever. Streets taught me pain.
Yo, Mag, it's your boy Ty, man. Phone back off, man. Let me hear your voice. I know you're live and all the Ellie and all the Pete. You're live and all my man Kane and so what's poppin'? One.
End of message.
Top of the news this morning.
Early Wednesday morning in Fort Greene.
At 3 o'clock this morning, there were 2 men inside of a car.
Police were called to a dispute. He was fighting with some other people. Police arrive. They find the suspect, they say, with a gun. Shots were exchanged.
Police drove up onto the scene. They witnessed a dispute. All of a sudden, gunfire erupted. Police shot back at a man that was shooting at them.
Commissioner Ray Kelly says initial reports show that Floyd Quinones was firing his gun into the air to celebrate a friend's birthday. Kelly says the officer involved yelled police and dropped the gun several times before firing.
Brooklyn police say they were forced to shoot a suspect.
The 28-year-old suspect shot and killed by the NYPD. Did the suspect shoot at police officers?
No, not to my knowledge.
I love him. I love that guy. I love him.
Mega know shit real out here, for real. That's why he out here fucking with us, you know?
Yeah, Goon, nigga. You know, that's his name in the hood, the Goon. Of the whole hood, son. Son predicted his shit, son. He said when he go, he's gonna go on Carlton. and he predicted it in real life. You heard?
Nah, rock it out, rock it out.
Gangstaology.
Rock it out.
Get on him.
Y'all niggas know me. Y'all niggas done been me Deuce. Dead on, nigga.
You motherfuckers,
Nah,
man.
word though, man. Chill. That's good. I'm good. I'm good.
Nigga came to my crib 5 in the morning crying like, yo, Goon is gone. Word the mother. Goon is gone. You know what that means?
He was down to earth. He throw barbecues or whatever. If your little child need, he will give it to you. He was just one of them fun-loving guys. Love life, love the party, love to just have a good time. Love the kids.
He loved the babies.
He do whatever he can for you with no problem. And you say, yo, child, let me hold, or I ain't got. But if he had it, boom, there it is. No questions. Not come back, yo, you know you owe me for this. He wasn't that petty like that. Summertime, he'll throw barbecues out here, whatever. He just, it's sad. He really is sad because he was like a nephew to us. I mean, we grew up with his mother. We like all family oriented. So one feel it, the family feel, we all feel it. Because he was just a beautiful inside and out. They call him Fly Tie for a reason. Because that's how he was, a nice, handsome, fly young man.
A lot of us met each other through him, son. You heard? We wouldn't know each other if he wouldn't be bringing niggas around and he bringing niggas over here, introducing. We don't play that. But if you peeps, you peeps, though. You know what I mean? Or the mama.
Yeah. Oh, they gonna go crazy.
Ty was the motherfucking man. He was the man. He was my baby, man. You know what I'm saying? Ty, yeah.
What's your take on everything? Like what happened? What really went down here?
What really went down? I mean, what really went down was all, was beyond everything anybody could believe what happened. This was a plot. This was planned to happen. Police was planning to kill him.
As far as Ty goes, he was a real cool dude. And when I got the call at 6 o'clock in the morning, my friends were screaming. And they said the cops killed Ty. I just jumped up in my bed. And I said they murdered him because the way the cops used to call his name, they knew him by name when they seen him on the streets. One day over here, people out here drinking the same as it is right now. Came back through here, Ty said, yo, Jazz, the cops just said, Ty, get your boys off the block over they fucking radio to the cop car. So that got to say something, you know what I'm saying? They knew who he was. I think that they targeted him from the beginning because they knew that he was the dude over here, you know what I'm saying? He ran this little area right here. Everybody respected him, everybody loved him. He was an all-around good dude, and you can't say that about a lot of people, but you can say that about him.
Get that shirt right there. Yo, rest in peace, Ty. Nigga was straight up and down like 6 o'clock. I love that nigga.
Yo, fuck that. Word to my mother, that was my nigga. That was my cuz right there. I love that nigga. It ain't nothing, man.
To my goon, one love. See him? Forever. Goons forever.
Goon Squad. Goon Squad. Rock. I fucking.
Shit was fucked up. You know that, right?
Yeah.
How you feel, I?
Shit was fucked up, dog. Word up, son. Not from police, dog. Nah. Word up.
My man
Niggas got one life to live, man.